Hey, what's up, guys? Awesome back here in another video. August is finally here. Dog days of summer's kicking off. So, with that, let's talk about the 5 best baits for August. Number one, gonna be some sort of jig. I like going with a bigger jig this time of year because a lot of your fishes went deep to beat the heat. So, with deep comes points, comes ledges, comes drop-offs, humps, underwater trees, underwater rock, all that plays a big player. So, I'm going to pick up my favorite year-round size, half-ounce jig, throw it out there, and just slow drag it. I mean, I'm not going to be doing this right here, I'm going to throw it out there, dragging as slow as I can stand it. So, reason why I do that is because if it's 90 degrees outside, you're not going to want to go out and run a marathon. Neither does a fish. The fish has been beat on. They're tired. They don't want to spend no more energy than they have to. Now, every now and then you can catch them hopping or stroking a jig. But if you're really looking for that one giant bite, dragging so slow is such a fantastic way to get a big bite. Now, bait number 2 is going to be a walking bait. Now, a walking bait, I don't throw to catch giant fish this time of year. If I catch one, it's by accident. I throw the walking bait this time of year to find fish, to find aggressive fish. I'm not trying to pinpoint one fish. I'm trying to catch 5, 10, 15, 20 fish as fast as I can. I'm trying to cover as much water efficiently and effectively that I can. And a walking bait is a good way to do it. Also, something else, you'll see this time of year, these fish is feeding on the little bitty bait fish. So, with that being said, a lot of your more translucent colors is a good way to trick them finicky fish into biting a bigger bait. So, what you can do is, if you know your lake, on your bluegill beds, you can throw your bluegill colors. Now, if you are fishing for shad eaters, it may be better to go with that translucent color, more of a see-through color. At night, I throw buzz baits. I'll throw a buzz bait a lot too, but unfortunately, a buzz bait will be later in the video. So, my third bait of choice is still going to be a big worm. You're kicking it off with dog days of summer. It's ways to get a big bite, and a big worm is a way to do so. Just dragging it. Now, I like throwing my bigger worms on a 1/4 or a 3/8 ounce weight. I throw mine on a 5/0 hook. That's us me. And I'll go back about line. Bait number, I think it should be 4, is going to be a spinnerbait. Believe it or not, a spinnerbait this time of year can be your best friend. When you are searching for them fish, or if you have that graph down there, that live scope, you can throw a spinnerbait out there, count it down to them, and where it rises up, where you have so many shad getting corralled up, and the only way they can go is up when them bass is pushing them up, sometimes you can throw that spinnerbait out there and just let it fall. That kind of takes place of your spoon, in my opinion. Now, something else I will do if I'm not throwing the spinnerbait, this is a good honorable mention, is a fluke. This time of year, them two baits, fishing the jumps, if you can't get them to eat that surface bait, them two baits should get you bit. Now, my fifth bait of choice, mine is going to be a buzzbait. A buzzbait is a good way to cover water, and it's so different than the spook in so many ways. I'll throw that buzzbait on shallow flats. I'll throw it across points, down points. If I'm wanting to parallel a bank that's got a lot of overhanging trees and stuff, I'll throw that buzzbait, and where it kind of will go one way or the other, it'll run left or it'll run right. If I'm throwing a left runner, I'll fish this side of the bank and throw down it. That way it's kind of coming into the bank. I can fish a lot of structure and a lot of banks that not everybody has access to. Now, if I'm throwing a right runner, I'll fish this side of the bank and I'll throw down it. That way, at all times, I'm running toward the bank. I'm not running out into the middle of the lake. If I'm fishing the middle of the lake, I'm going to be throwing the spook. If I'm fishing more of the bank, I'm going to be fishing the buzzbait. If I think, okay, I need to go to a slow bottom bait, I have my jig. If I need to go to a big bottom bait, I have my big worm. If I think that they are chasing and there's not busting surface bait, I have that fluke that I can modify so many different ways by either A, fishing it on a belly weighted hook, B, putting it on a normal Texas rig, C, shaky heading it, D, drop shotting it, E, power shotting it, F, I can split shot rig it. It's so many different ways you can fish that fluke to modify it to fit what you are needing for it to do. Now, honestly, what should have made the cut but it didn't was a Ned rig. A lot of times, them fish has already done gorged themselves on shad. It's so hard to get them to bite another big bait, whether it be the jig, the worm. They don't want to look at a fluke because they're feeding on them little bitty ones, and that fluke is just too big. You can't get them to bite a Deminky rig because the live scopes came out. Everybody's Deminky rigging it or jig head minnow fishing it. So a Ned rig. But guys, with those baits right there, the spook, the jig, the big worm, the buzz bait, the Ned rig, you should be able to put fish in the boat and have a good, successful day. But guys, I do appreciate y'all watching this. This is top 5 baits of August. Hope y'all get out, beat this heat early morning, cover some water, catch some big fish. As always, be sure to check out Dogpatch Trading Post, Saddlebrook Outdoors, Kurt Singer Sunrise Outfitters, Sun Tropic Outdoors, and the Tackle Spot, and Badwoods Outdoors. But guys, that's some of my local retailers that I like to go in, shoot the bull with, or they always have what I need. So, guys, you already know, one more thing. Be sure, give God all the glory, please. God all the glory. Be safe, have fun, do something nice for somebody, please. I look forward to seeing you on the water and hope you have great success.